Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eunice, and in today's video I'll be talking about how to become a successful artist as a self-taught artist. So if you are self-taught and you're wondering how can I get into the art industry, how can I have an art career for myself even without social media, then this video is probably the best video for you to listen to. So the first thing I would like to say is probably introduce myself. I'm a digital artist, self-taught, and as of last year, I became a freelance illustrator working for companies in the art industry, working for a board game company, and working for some other companies that I cannot really mention in this video because it's an ongoing project. But I'll be sharing my experience and I'll be telling you what I have done to, improve my skills and to make myself a better, well-rounded artist. Stop drawing for yourself. I've seen a lot of comments from artists on social media when they get critiques about their art or when they don't see improvement in their art. They start to use this excuse of I'm just drawing for myself. But I believe that if you really want to get into the industry, if you really want to be a well-rounded artist, you need to consider your audience. You need to draw for other people. You can't just draw things that you like. You need to draw things that you probably hate drawing, but you have to learn. For myself, I would say I really don't like drawing landscapes. I really don't like drawing plants and trees, but I'm working hard to get better at those things because I know that when I do get better at those things and when I have that in my portfolio, I will be a well-rounded artist and I will have opportunities that I would not refuse because I can't draw. Like if I have an opportunity to do a project where I have to draw plants or landscapes and it's a really great opportunity for me and it's well paying, I don't want to have to refuse the job just because I can't draw a specific thing. And that is why I'm always practicing different things that I hate, like things that I wouldn't regard as drawing for myself. Like if I was to draw for myself, I'll be drawing portraits for the rest of my life, but I know that doesn't really interest a lot of people. Like portraits are very pretty to look at. People can appreciate the aesthetic, the style. But when it comes to selling your product, when it comes to selling your art, nobody is really wanting to buy portraits of random people on the internet. And people would rather buy storytelling art. That is why I'm trying to, even in my personal project, trying to create more storytelling illustration, because that is what will draw people's interest. That is what will attract people to your characters. Like if you have your own original characters, try and draw them in scenarios like in a comic book. You will find out that people will grow more attached to your characters and can even buy portraits or stylistic drawings of your characters just because they've grown fond of your character. So storytelling is great. Like if you look at a lot of comic artists, a lot of webtoons, you don't even have to have the best art style to have a successful webtoon on the internet. You just have to have a compelling story. So especially if you are interested in creating a book or creating characters for yourself, it's a great idea to develop characters with good storytelling and maybe even learn about storytelling, about world building, about things that can help you to create a compelling story for people to read. And doing those things can even create, like if you have a very good book just featuring your characters alone, I feel like that is a great opportunity for you. Although books do take a long time to do, but if you can invest time in your spare time to develop your characters in a world, I think that can also benefit your future endeavors and future careers. And when you start to develop characters in scenarios in maybe a fantasy world or world building, for example, you will realize that there are so many things that you need to learn how to draw. You will need to learn how to do a lot of like design, character design, visual development, things like that. You don't have to know everything about art, but the more well-rounded you are, the more opportunities you get. Like, I think of a great artist, Loesh. She's on Instagram, Twitter. You can find her almost anywhere on the internet. She has an amazing portfolio because her portfolio is so diverse. She can accept almost any project, and her skill is very good. You don't have to be as great as Loesh to get opportunities, but if you are just drawing portraits, for example, and portraits are the only things that people get to see in your portfolio, they won't be guaranteed that you can draw other things, or you can do character design, or you can do all these things that are needed in the art industry. My first big project was for a board game featuring female portraits, but I don't think that's a lucrative business, or that is something I can rely on for the rest of my life. I don't think drawing female portraits is something that I will get on a regular. It's not something that is popular in the industry. A popular genre is more in concept art. Concept art is very popular. Character design is very popular. Things that you might not even like doing at the moment, you might have to start considering those things, and you find out you probably like it in the future. So just try new things. You might not like it at first, but with practice and knowledge, you realize that might even be your favorite things to do. And for me, I would say that I've been enjoying putting characters in scenarios these days, and it's been so fun trying to create new worlds for my characters and trying to do more character development and visual development. So I'd encourage you to go out of your comfort zone. Forget about drawing for yourself. You might even find out that not drawing for yourself can also be drawing for yourself, because you might not be drawing for yourself at the moment, but you're drawing for your artistic ability and improvement in your skill, which is technically drawing for yourself because you are improving yourself. So don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to try new things or to explore different artistic avenue. Popular arts is very lucrative. Look at things that are popular. Might not be your favorite thing to do, but look at things that are popular. That is very lucrative. You have a lot of audiences looking at your art. But if you want to be more niche, you can also do that. But you know that your community is going to be smaller and restricted. But if that is your interest, you might be able to find a dedicated fan base through that. And my second point would be stop drawing for social media. I feel like one of the greatest mistakes I made for my career is drawing for Instagram, because I was drawing for Instagram likes, I was drawing for Instagram growth, but even after reaching 100,000 plus followers on Instagram, it has not really benefited me financially. And I spend hours, most artists on Instagram spend multiple hours on their projects only to get like a few likes on it, and there is no financial gain. And if you are out of school, if you're an adult, you have to start thinking of paying bills, your rent, you need money, and Instagram is not fulfilling enough to, give you the money that you need to survive as an artist. So to prevent yourself from being a starving artist that we hear all the time, stop drawing for Instagram. Draw for financial gain. I would say it's important to consider. Also, drawing for social media is so draining to begin with, and not profiting from that is even worse. So I'll just say maybe focus on things that the art industry will like, because those ones are willing to put down cash and put down the dollars and the pounds for you, rather than people on social media. And even personal commissions, I don't feel like personal commissions are that sustainable if you want to have a successful art career. So I would say just pursue things that the art industry will like. If you're not sure, even though art station is a bit questionable right now, I'll still say that art station is probably a great way to find like portfolios of professional artists and jobs that are needed. So if you look at the section of jobs in ArtStation, you find the type of artists that are required in the industry, and you can use that to guide you to find the kind of jobs that you want to do. If you want to become a 3D artist, a 2D artist, what kind of 2D artist you want to be, what kind of 3D artist do you want to be. Art is so wide and so varied that you can do so many things, and you can use the job section of ArtStation to guide you and direct you to like the kind of art career that you're interested in. For me personally, I would like to maybe focus on concept art a little bit more, and maybe get to do some illustration for some companies in the animation industry. That's been my interest lately. It could change, but I know that I'll still need to do a lot of practice. I'm learning some visual development. I've been joining some visual development courses on Domestika. I've been watching more tutorials about visual development and design, just to boost my skills. I've been doing a lot of studies that I would necessarily never do, like more landscape studies, more interior studies, more cloud studies, things that are probably difficult for me to do right now. I know that I just have to battle those things, because when I do, I will expand my expertise, and that will create more opportunities to get more jobs in the art industry. And if you want to focus on maybe selling courses, teaching other artists, your art has to be top level. Your art has to be good. You can't expect people to come to you to learn from you if your art is mediocre. So yeah, your art has to be really good if you want to, teach art in general. And the better your art is, the more you have the opportunity to get to a bigger audience. And if you're a beginner, please don't start a Patreon and say that you're teaching people things. You're just wasting your time, because people are not going to be interested in learning from you. People rather go to the top of the top artists before they come to your Patreon to learn, and that's just the honest truth. The top artists on Instagram, Twitter, wherever it might be, on social media in general, are the ones that you probably have people tuning in into their courses and their tutorials more than you. Even though you might be sharing the same audience, the audience would rather go to those other artists than come to you, and that's just the reality of things. And that is all the tips that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question about starting your art career as a self-taught artist, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try and address them as best as I can. Also, don't be doing AI art and then sending your portfolio to companies thinking that the companies will hire you for your art. If you can do AI art, I'm sure they can do that themselves. Your AI art is not enough to get a job. I'm just saying this because I saw a post on Twitter where somebody advertised, was promoting themselves as an AI artist and hoping to get jobs, saying that they can create 200 visuals in one day from AI, and trying to encourage the company because of low pay or whatever, speed, and Companies will not give you jobs based on your AI. They want to see your skill. Even if you use AI art, even if you use AI programs, when you're applying for jobs with companies, the main thing they want to see is what you can do yourself. They want to see your skill and your ability. Anyways, that's just a little rant at the end. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a lovely day. Bye.